just one tip, and that is under Tools and Global Options and Appearance, you can set the editor to whatever theme you would like to. So if you like this dark themed editor, then you can apply this. But we are just continuing with the default settings here. And you see that we have set the working directory to our temporary folder. And these are the files in the temporary folder. And if we just click on main.r, then we have that file up here. And we have the terminal with the output here. So output other than figures will come here in the console, whereas figures will be in this plot pane here. So in RStudio, instead of Command or Control R, we just hit Control or Command Enter to run one line. So now we have run this line, generating a series of random numbers, and we immediately see that this too is recorded up here in our environment. And if we just continue, we see that we now have the sequence. And if we would like to plot something, we can do that. And the plot is going to appear down here. What we should do is not to store all figures in our main directory, but we could just delete this file and save the file under figures pig.svg. Because if we go to our, let's see if we have our, I think we have to open it again. If we have our, if we have our directory here, we can just make a new folder called figures. And that was not what I was supposed to do, but here we see that we do not have any figures yet. But when you have, let's see if we can get back to RStudio, we see that if we run this code, Control Enter, then plot, and dev off, then we should have the file in figures. You can, instead of supplying the whole path here, you can supply just the path from your working directory and onwards. So this dot is like the working directory and onwards. So if we go back to the figures folder, delete that one, and we try to run this again, then we should see that we get our figure here. So this is a quite practical way to organize your figures in a subfolder of the working directory. What we also should make is a folder called data. Then you have the data here, you have your main file here, and you have the output for figures here. And of course, you can make other folders with your references and background information and so on. then you have your whole project contained in one directory. And then you can make one separate directory for each project. We just close that down. And now we have some idea of how to use this RStudio interface.